Alright, time to sleep. Or eat, I guess, but also the sleep noise is happening. Which means an event might be happening.
Tiz, wake up!
What's wrong? It's the middle of the night.
Something's wrong outside.
Outside? Wait, is that...
Give us the vestal! We know she's here! And you'd best be quick! Fire spreads so easily!
Ominous, sir, is this really necessary?
What? No! Yes, I won't be questioned! You're under my command now. You'll follow my orders.
But sir!
Burn! Burn! We can sift the vestal's ashes out from the rest.
What are they doing?
I mean, I think you can kind of tell, Tiz.
Looking for me. If I go, they'll stop this madness.
Let's just go beat them up.
You can't be serious, miss. You'd be marching to your own death.
No, we're strong enough. Haven't used a new class, but we're strong enough.
Seems these fools intend to hide the girl. If the whole city's complicit, the whole city can burn.
I like how those three old guys that look identical are like kind of shaking in their boots.
Just watch. My fire will have this place charred black by morning.
Black Mage Ominous Crow!
Can you guess what class he is?
What now?
We've sent these people a clear message. It's time to withdraw!
You still insist on undermining me? It's time you knew your place!
Murderer. 5, 4...
Fine, bully. Women always are.
Women, am I right?
But I'll be back tomorrow, and another house will burn. Then another the next night. And every night until you give up the girl!
Listen, I'm just really glad to hear murderer. You don't know how happy that makes me.
Thankfully, our only casualty was a house. An old one at that.
We were planning on demolitioning it until later anyways.
The
It's all good.
spellcaster was one of their officers. He's holed up in the ruins of Central Keep, north of the city.
The hostilities will end once I step forward.
There you go again, ready to martyr yourself. There are 2 of us now. That broadens our options.
Mainly to just a full assault.
Might I interject?
Who?
Ah, it's Mr. Amnesia. You were staying in the empty house that burned, weren't you?
Mr. Amnesia, is that foreign?
I mean, I'm sure, what is it, like French? The word, specifically of like origin?
I
I'm
mean, the
curious
boy
now.
has no memories. He just turned up in town a week ago. No clue who he was. I see you've suffered some light burns. Are you sure you should be up and walking about?
I'm fine, though I thank you for your gracious concern. More to the point, you two are Tiz and Agnès, yes?
Yes.
But why? I don't recall giving you my name, sir.
It was written in this journal. The only thing I had on me when I was found, apparently. Full of strange things, this book. Like word of your aims to plug up that great sinkhole.
What?
What's more, and this part is key, the journal states that you too will encounter a certain female. If my suspicions are correct, it's the girl who was accompanying that Eternian Firestarter.
Pardon my asking, but how do you tie in?
It appears you make for the Centro ruins, no? Then bring me along. That girl tugs at my mind. Oh, we've met before. When I saw her face amid the flames, I felt a spark. Not your customary running for your life thrill, mind, but a real Thundaga to the heart epiphany.
Man, this guy's so good.
Her gaze was equal parts innocence and tempered steel. Oh, to see those eyes don the sparkle of a smile. Her voice, gentle as spring's sweet breeze. And should she see fit to call my name? Ah, my heart races. I insist you let me join you. It simply must be so.
How can one party member simply have this much riz?
Unacceptable.
Am I right?
Also, I'm repulsed beyond words.
Agnes doesn't know what she's talking about.
What? Why? This is an upstanding gentleman's heartfelt plea. I'll not slow you down.
I cannot trust a man such as yourself. My answer is no, sir.
Still, in a fight, 3 people are better than 2.
His personality leaves a bit to be desired, but I'll vouch for the man's skill. He once helped us hunt down a wild boar.
If you're certain he'll not pose a problem, Tiz.
Lovely.
Do you remember your name?
They call me Ringabel. It's a pleasure. My Lady Vestal, from this day hence, I shall be your sword.
No, thank you.
I hope this was a good idea.
Well, now there's 3. D's journal. The only clue Ringabel has to his lost memories is a strange journal inscribed only with the letter D. For D's memories. Opening the journal, open the map menu and select the D's journal. It's there, right there. Journal's contents, according to Ringabel, is pages hold the future. Perhaps we'll find some hints in your adventure. Other pages hold notes Ringabel himself made along his journey. Let's party chat before we look at that. A man of mysteries. Tiz, might I have a word? Sure, what's on your mind? That Ringabel fella. I'm just not... Are we truly certain? True, he doesn't seem like the most dependable guy. Nice enough, though. That isn't my point. He knew our name, Tiz, before we'd ever spoken. Names. 2 names. Right, he said they were in that book of his, or some such. Our names alone is troubling enough. But he knew I was the vessel as well. What? Now that you mention it, he knew we were out to seal the chasm, too. I noticed him mumbling strange things in the streets ever since I arrived. Not so strange as to give Milady offense, I hope. Eep! Mr. Ringabel. Get it, because his name doesn't ring a bell. It's because he's a man of mystery. At least I didn't call him Amnesia. Please, no need for formality. Would you tell us how you knew Agnes was the vessel of wind? Oh, that. All written in this journal, my good man. Simple as that. And would you mind if I had a look at this journal? By all means, turn it over and shake it if you like. See what falls out. And what is your tie to the girl traveling with the pyromancer? I'm to save her, apparently. Don't ask me how or why, I just know. It's not in the book. Save her. You realize our errand at the Central Ruins is to put an end to the Firestarter's threat, yes? Quite, and I understand the girl may have something to say about it. In any case, I'm confident I won't be a burden. And I certainly have no intent of stopping you, if that's a concern. Why don't you hold on to the journal for now? Investigate it to your satisfaction. And once satisfied, I hope you'll choose to place your trust in me. Well, I suppose we'll see. ... Alright, let's take a look at that journal. So, this gives us a lot of things. Gosh, I don't even know where to start. We probably should read that. This is just generally everything. The elderly king who governs Colessia. 30 years into his rule, he continues the ways of his line and desires only peace for his people. Wait, there was a second page. Alright, there's a lot of lore here. I don't know how far we are going to go into reading this. Maybe I'll gander at it some on my own. We also have this information, which I think was a achievement for collecting everything. Actually, did everything have its own special lore too? Yeah, got a spear apparently. Oh, it's mostly just details. Job descriptions helps us out a little bit with some of that info, and we can view cutscenes and stuff. This is what I was thinking of for party chat. Do we not have a bestiary? Terms. That's nice. Yeah, this should hopefully be quick. 17 pages at least, although they have multiple pages. The steel airlock door creaked shut behind me. Footsteps investigating the noise drew close for a moment, but soon faded. I lowered myself into bed with a sigh. My right hand unconsciously drifts to the back of my head. There, beneath my pillow, it fell upon a picture frame. Within it, a disheveled room full of scrap iron, oil stains, and a single beautiful flower. Who's that? I love that picture. Picture frame, disheveled room full of scrap iron, stains, single beautiful flower. Is that the beautiful flower? Idia? My beloved Idia. I pine for the chance to see a smile furl across your face, set in equal parts courageous fire and innocence. I long to hear your voice. Sweet like a spring breeze, let it speak my name, and I shall die a happy man. I could hear the nervous shuffling outside my door of someone afraid to disturb me. Not afraid enough, it seems. I returned the photo to its hiding place and answered without bothering to conceal my irritation. I'm awake. What is it? I skimmed the manual I'd been given, then tossed it on the bed. I returned to Idia's smile, perfectly preserved within the picture frame. The Eshkalot. My lips formed the words time and again as I watched the new ship in tow from my cabin porthole. That's what Ringabel was mumbling about earlier. I hurried for the capital as the sun dipped below the Nurende Plateau. My steps are unnervingly light without my armor, and these clothes hang oddly on me. Most of all, I feel naked without a weapon. I was greeted at the city's edge by the sound of a whistle marking the arrival of a merchant ship. Between the merchants and wholesalers, the dock workers unloading crates, the tired crewmen, and the eager children excited by the exotic wares, the port was buzzing with people. As I pushed my way upstream through the crowd and along the avenue towards the palace, I spotted a splendid building, its roof a rich navy. This must be the inn the old fisherman described. Inside, I found a man with a gentle mane? Sitting behind a well-polished counter. Asked after any vacancies, but he replied with a chagrin, "Sorry, we're all full up tonight." Feels quiet for a full inn, but I don't suppose I can blame him. A walk-in customer at this hour, clearly not a local. No one to vouch for me. Any respectable innkeeper would offer some version of the same excuse. When I inquired after a place to eat, he said down by the port there should be a cheap pub catering the sailors that open until morning. Lovely, back down I go. At the hill's bottom, I ate my fill at a food cart aimed at drunken sailors. Now it's back up to the inn. I refused to spend the night kept awake by carousing seamen. I let myself into the empty house next door to the inn. I'll just have to sleep lightly. We'll end September, and then we'll do some stuff and then continue reading later. I was awakened by the sound of sword practice, shouts of excursion, I can speak, and the pleasant smell of toast. One of the king's guards, perhaps? Looks about my age and reasonably skilled. I lay in my makeshift bed, lazily counting his swings. This is 18 pages. Yeah, we'll end September. Hurry up, Owen, we'll be late. Upon hearing the innkeeper's words, the youth replied and made his way down from the misty hilltop and into the inn. Is Owen supposed to be the same age? The scent of breakfast coming from next door has me drooling. One bite of my rock-hard bread brought me back to reality. The bacon burnt coal black and the murky, bitter coffee made me wish it hadn't. I suppose I can expect no more from a shabby stand in the port. After choking down my fill, I climbed the hills towards the palace. Supplied by a series of lush waterways, Caldesla was once a formidable city fortress. These days, its hooked central avenue is lined with a magic shop, general store, armory, and other businesses. A large gate stands as a vestige of that era, though now it serves mostly as a site for the town bulletin board. This year's boar hunt is set to begin once the final slot is filled. Weapons provided by the hunting committee. A boar hunt? With the duchy attacking? I was speechless. As I made to leave, I felt someone grasp my shoulder. This fellow says he'll join the hunt. We ride today. I turned. Shock and irritation laid bare, only to find Owen, the young man I had seen practicing in the fog that morning. My initial protests were drowned in a rising cheer, and as the smith handed me a broadsword and buckler, I dumbly accepted. Potions from the town chemist followed. Between their expectant smiles and Owen's grin, I found myself unable to say no. On the road, I was told a litany of facts I cared nothing about. The search for food to fatten up before hibernating apparently drives the giant boar to local farms, where they raid crops and injure workers. As a result, the city gathers volunteers each year to hunt them. As captain of the guard, I discover, responsibility for overseeing the hunt falls upon Owen. The armorer was slated to participate, but a leg injury has him on crutches. Owen says he was searching for a replacement when he found a promising candidate during his morning practice. Lucky him. We walked a full, tiring day stalking our prey. First the trader gave out, then chatter dried up between the two young castle guards. Sunset found us upriver from the city at the entrance to the Norende Canyon. Just as we decided to make camp, a rustling came from the thickets behind us. Gasp! Could it be the boar? The boar that leapt out was indeed a giant, a vicious, one-tusked monster that had survived the last year's hunt. In a flash, it gored one of the guards, then the other, leaving only Owen, me, and the trader. The boar stamped to the ground, preparing to charge the old man, now paralyzed with fear. I expected we'd all given up hope for the kindly old merchant, when the beast suddenly changed course. Within only seconds to react, Owen landed a mighty blow, felling the monster in a single strike. I set about treating the young guard's injuries. The trader, clearly still worked up, narrated Owen's victory to the two boys. With every reverent word, I felt as though it was being derided as useless. I like how, these dudes are, on the brink of death, because they got gored. That's messed up. And they're, slowly being healed up, and no, but he fought them real good, though. Didn't even need you guys, really. The others took to sleep, while I sat watch to keep the fire going. Owen rose and came to sit beside me. Thanks for before, I kept silent, but he pressed on. Hey, look how happy. Boar only changed targets because you circled behind me and channeled your energy at it. What does that mean? It's thanks to you we're not carting home a corpse. He sat waiting, apparently bent on receiving a response. His grin is infectious. I do like that these have little pictures. It makes it kind of worth reading 18 pages. I took the surest course of action, I replied, as I held aloft my broadsword. I had my doubts this blade was up to the task. The weapon's edge was chipped in places, its length bent. With a gentle shake, the pommel gave an unsettling rattle. Owen burst into laughter at the noise. Apparently my response passed muster, he continued, his grin never flagging? Yeah. Starting tomorrow, you'll stay at my place. I'll give word to my father to open a room for you. I was dragged on this hunt, but if it earns me a real breakfast, it's a bargain I'd take gladly. 5 pages, we can end September. It's okay. The innkeeper's voice and the smell of coffee being laid on the table roused me from my thoughts. You're from Antrim, eh? We'll be wanting extra sugar then. Politely declining, I took a sip. Quality beans roasted to perfection. Exquisite. After the hunt, we carried the wounded back to town. We tied the boar to a high tree branch. Owen said the townspeople would come for it later. After seeing to the boy's treatment, Owen invited me to his home, the inn. Savior was the title he used when introducing me to his father. I was mortified. I was on a journey of personal discovery. Originally come from Anchime, they brought my arbitrary lies without hesitation. They welcomed me. That evening, we dined early, and while the boar had been carted back to town and our share of the meat filled the table, once Owen returned from the palace, we sat down to feast. The innkeeper is a brilliant cook, and we ate, drank, and reveled into the night. Come by the palace tomorrow, I want you to meet the king. He repeated himself time and again, words slurred from the wine, despite my pretending to be asleep. Alright, this is probably gonna be a hefty amount of time, but we should probably read all of these, I feel like. But I think that was good for now. I did not check. So the mage is holed up in the ruins of Central. Keep up the North Tongue. I just love moving her around. I don't think we have anything really special to do with Ringabel. We do just have what we have. I think... Depends on how much a white mage is able to cure. Can we just optimize you a little bit? You're optimized as best as you're going to be, I guess. We will, wrong menu. Abilities. Abilities. Guess we'll give you Strong Strike. Kind of sucks that you're not really leveled up, but we'll work with what we got. What's here? Anything cool in the Inferno? We got an update on this. Oh, alright, he did some of these things. Oh yeah, okay, we can have someone else be the leader for funsies. I don't think there's really much to this effect, like I don't think a position matters too much. And I don't have any support abilities. And I don't have that yet, so we continue. Apparently the D-Diary has some more updates. Ability links lets you use abilities that your friends have learned. For a friend who's further along, not gonna happen. I'm not even gonna worry about reading that. Let's just move on. Let me do a quick save here. Oh, it's a dungeon for real. Ruins of Central Keep.
Do you mean to put the city to flames again, Black Mage? I'll say it now. Your methods are wrong.
Wrong? Wrong? I don't recall asking your opinion on the matter. First Holly, and now Yo. Why are women also condescending?
I really forgot that this dude's gimmick was, women to my right.
Shut up and take orders! Just because your father's Grand Marshal doesn't give you license for insubordination!
I've seen more than enough to know this much. You are undeserving of my trust and my loyalty. If you insist on pursuing this coward's agenda, I swear upon my name that I will stop you.
He seems kind of peeved.
Her voice. I heard her voice. So this is what an angel sounds like.
Alright, calm down, dude.
Your ears must be better than mine.
Where's the encounter rate? What's the encounter rate? I'm sorry, I thought that said where. Give me more enemies to fight, or give me a break to explore without so much fighting. These are the moments when you should adjust the encounter rate. A higher value will lead to more enemy encounters, and a lower value fewer. There's even an item that will eliminate all enemy encounters, and another that unlocks a greater encounter rate. So that's the thing. I believe, originally, you can just go max or, 0% without having to get an item. Also, I think this was just unlocked from the get-go in the game, but at least we kind of have this now. So yeah, exploration's easy, and if you want to grind, you can just pump that up. Once we're able to, like, completely turn off the encounter rate, that's going to be really useful as well. I do remember... I think there are hidden paths in dungeons. Like, through walls. I think that's gonna mainly come down to, again, having the, dousing ability on, Freelance to be able to tell how many items are in an area. They'll be able to tell, basically, like, yeah, there's an illusionary wall somewhere. We will defend for a minute. That kind of hurts. Maybe I should have bought some items for Ringabel. Might have been a good idea. Let's try to body Kate Seth here. What is it actually? Cat Sheath? I don't remember what the actual naming convention is. Also didn't really look. What even is Strong Strike? Like guides. Deal double the damage of a conventional attack to one target, but there is a 50% chance the attack will miss. Okay. We will not worry about that right now then. Good hit. I forgot to brave though. Ah! Let's try brute forcing real quick. We might want to run back and grab an item for... Not item, but a bunch of defense items for Ringabel. He's dead. I do recall with this game that you do not get experience when ally's dead, so... Nothing good for Ringabel. This is the perfect opportunity to lower that encounter rate and run away real quick. So, you know, this is our options. We can do that easily. It mentioned it, but basically if you want to get all the items in a dungeon, it's very nice to be able to do that, especially when you can turn the encounter rate down to 0. Let's also sleep real quick. Does the end, still not cost money for us? I want to say this end always doesn't cost money for us. But I could be wrong. It's been, again, a hot minute. It's, So... Okay, the spear does work out as a stronger... This might be, like, not the best things to buy, but... So are you just straight up better with the leather armor? No, the Clovis would have been fine. Alright, now leather armor's fine. He can keep that. That's good. We'll give you a... I don't think money's going to be too much of an issue. That, like, me buying this stuff now is going to cause us any problems. I don't think magic attack. Actually, we probably should have bought... I'll buy a pointy hat. Considering we're gonna fight Black Mage, probably should have bought some of those for other characters, but we're fine. We'll go and... This time we'll be stronger than ever. I will turn the encounter rate back to 100 for now, because we do kind of want that. We need some experience, right? I won't worry about it being too high, though. This is nothing. I think this is just locked, so we just have to go this way. Okay. Bigger problem with the orc was that it was faster. So we should be fine to Brave. Yeah. That's like real frickin' big damage. Good crit. Hey, we got one turn though. At least Tiz is almost gonna level up. I want to at least get their freelance up to level 3. Although it would be nice if... I mean, frankly, it would be nice to get the JP boost, but that's much farther along. Nothing on that wall. Dude. How effective do you think? We probably should just default for a little bit. I don't remember if I originally played this game on a harder difficulty. Pretty sure I played Bravely Default 2 on a harder difficulty, and I don't remember if I did that with second. I don't remember enemies being so painful. I kind of don't love the idea of the 50-50 shot with this. Double the damage of conventional attack. It's like, yeah, if it works, it would be really strong. But if it doesn't work, it ain't gonna do much for us. Ah! We will do a normal attack. Why don't we get some of that Cura? I will try all allies. I do think we are going to be having a very weak Cure because we're not a character that's strong enough with it. Like, stat-wise. It's not bad. Compared to men, though, that cost MP, which is the thing to worry about. I'm going to brute force. And I will have you all allied Cure again. Hopefully we can... Oh, you're defaulting. Damn. He knew I was brute forcing. I believe in you, Agnes. Agnès. Ow. I didn't realize Ringabel still had moves, or else I would have had him go full on brave. Hey, we got a level up though. Level ups, I think, just give us broad stats, which I do wonder. And we also have the heal all option, which is very nice. I do wonder if the stats on everyone is at a normal pace, and it's just because we kind of have different items on. I mean, that's a lot of HP. I think the only thing you have is the helmet that's different. You are an extra level up, though. I just don't remember. The stats are roughly close-ish together. I just don't know what really affects it, and then, that's where I'm going. Silver glasses? Don't mind if I do. Unless if I don't like them. What do they do? The shaping glasses that nullifies blind. Oh, I mean, yeah. Makes me think there might be some enemies that blind us. Probably like a cat. God. Well, good thing I, healed up. Let's speed up a little bit. Does this tell us... Alright, no one has extra BP. I was gonna say we probably want to attack the orc that defaulted. I did not. Trying to speed up sometimes has me not paying attention very well. I'm going to give you a little bonus action here instead. good damage at least. Alright, that cure's pretty good for not being the white mage. I did it again, it's fine. We are doing better damage. We're a little bit safer. I feel like I should examine just so I can have a better idea of how safe I really am. But why examine when I could just start smashing them? We might try running. I don't remember if it's a good idea to have everyone attempt. I think it's like, does give each person a chance. Yeah, okay. Got a little bit messed up there. A good thing we can do is, switch someone else to a secondary white mage so that they, can use their MP. Echo herbs. I'm willing to stick it too. Alright, let's focus on getting rid of you. Do we have auto battle yet? Also, I just thought about it. Can we, brave running away? I could see braving running away be a good option, because that just means we have so many attempts at it. Everyone's doing great. I will say, absolutely hate how uneven the leveling up is in this. I think for the sake of it, actually, we should totally switch you to white mage since I'm not going to be using any of the monk skills. I also kind of want to look real quick. I don't remember what the secondary effects are, so I'm just kind of curious. Knuckle. Base arms aptitude. Oh, this just gives us that. In addition, when no weapons are equipped, a value equal to 2 times your level will be added to your physical attack. Yeah. There's a different effect too. I must be mistaken. I must be thinking of the default ability list. Cover some poison, blind, and silence at the end of a battle. Alright. It's alright, but nothing special. We did everything we had to do there. It's a mimic! I don't remember if this game has mimics. Again, I think we are fine to handle this. We were able to do big damage to the Orc Leader. It might be better for me to just try to get rid of him. Then again, you have BP. It didn't really seem like Orc Leader did too much more, you know, besides the fact that he has the physical attack capabilities. So I kind of don't want you to be able to attack twice and just kill the spell like that. I will use a Phoenix down, because I really want Ringabel to get experience. Okay. Clearly I shouldn't have tried to rush this. Hey, we have plenty of Phoenix downs to go around. We got this, champ. Look how easy that fight was. I realize now, probably should have just taken my time. That was my bad. Town update it. So now we can do more stuff. Special move shop. Infinity and Rejuvenate. I actually really don't remember how this works or what that means. 70 hours, let's go. I mean, we'll hope that we get that. Okay, there is a save person over there. That's the most important part. We just have to survive. Alright, we can handle this. I am going to brute force it because we should be okay. Except for the fact that I realized we did not heal ourselves back up, and by we I mean me. At least Ringabel has some decent speed. Damn. Damn. I don't think an item can miss. Is it really worth it for me to waste so many Phoenix Downs? Doesn't matter. Wasn't wasted because Ringabel's just dead. My hope here is going to be that I can get this item and get to Mage Basher. The save point real quick. We can dual wield. Causes silence rarely. It would be sick if it causes it like a bunch. I find it hard to believe that the boss will be able to get silenced. It might be better, though, for you to have it since I'm attacking with you more often. Be safe. Thank you. It only gets worse from here on in. Thank you. Rest. Give me a nap. How much did that cost? I didn't pay attention. I think it was just 10G. Which really isn't that much. I feel like we probably get that much from a battle. I mean, this is strong. I'm not gonna do it because I don't want to, and hope that it works out. If it doesn't work out, we can just try again.